when we're filming somebody, I think our approach is a little different to, certainly very different to the large video production companies I've worked on, all the huge productions, large events, and other things that I've done. Everything normally is you've got a crew of people, everyone's paid, everyone's professional, everybody needs to get the job done as quickly and efficiently and as professionally as possible. That's great when you're working with actors or you're working with industry bosses who've had lots of media training. Early in my career, I was a researcher and I interviewed lots of business leaders across Europe and the US. And I was amazed at how much training they'd had, how easy it was for them to talk to camera, how confident they were at talking about the issues that mattered to them, that they wanted to get across, that they wanted to present. And that was really useful for us. Over the intervening years, I've worked with celebrities, I've worked with comedians, I've worked with all sorts of people, but I've also more and more recently worked with small businesses, with consultants, with people who don't have media training. And it's become very clear to me that people actually find the pressure of having a film crew in particular quite daunting. It's bad enough with the camera and the lights and where you put your microphone and all the rest of it. If I'm working on a large project, I'm going to have a crew and I'm going to be there as producer, director, or goodness knows what. But when I'm working in a more of a one-to-one or with a small business or even a board, I'd much prefer to work at a much slower pace. That way, unless you're very familiar with being filmed, then we can crack on and just roar through it. But what I would like much more to be able to do is to understand your business and to be able to help you understand who and how we reach your audience, and to get you really familiar with the camera and to be able to talk eloquently, confidently, and passionately about what you do. I want you to show integrity. I want people to trust you. I want you to be able to absolutely give your best. And that takes time. The easiest way is to do some practice shots, to talk through what we're going to do, rather than write a script and put it on teleprompters with a couple. They're voice activated, so they're really easy to use, but they take away all the spontaneity. And also your eyes tend to go left to right, left to right, left to right, which is very obvious unless you're trained in how to use one. And I'm rubbish with them. I know how difficult it is. So it's much better if we can prompt you on each subject we want to talk about and take that in isolation. Ums and ahs can be edited out. We can make the whole thing flow. We can speed you up. We can slow you down. We can change the pitch on your voice. When I do voiceovers, I lower the pitch on my voice and nobody knows it's me. It's very easy for us to take what we produce and make it look really good. We can also make you look really good. We can take away wrinkles and make your eyes shine a little bit more, all sorts of things. But the important thing is that you're giving an overview of your company or whatever it is you want to talk about in a way that you feel comfortable and confident with. And no amount of editing is going to achieve that. You need to actually deliver that yourself. And my role, I feel very much, is to help you do that. And that's very much part of what we do. Thanks.